Contest of Speed F1 live here from Great Britain. This is the British Grand Prix. I am Cali Mail. I am joined today by my host Vish. Hello, Vish.
What's up, Cali? Yes, it's a wonderful day, surprisingly, in Great Britain. Normally we'd see dark clouds and rain everywhere, but on the flip side, it's actually pretty clear weather. No likelihood of rain whatsoever. So we should see some super quick times. I know last season we were given the chance to see an incredible race right to the end. So let's hope for more of the same, really.
Indeed, indeed. We've got 14 drivers out on the grid right now for qualifying. Alatakir is on his way out. We've got Two Spell, F1 Perez, Jay Ferreira Shea, Smato, Raceboy, Jamie1, Lego Minecraft, all jumping out onto the track right away. I'm not hearing much in the means of audio as far as the engines go, so if somebody out there in our fan chat room can just give me a quick test here and make sure that everybody's hearing us, that would be wonderful of you if you could let us know. But otherwise, we'll stay on board right now with Alatakir, who is on his out lap. Vish, why don't you tell us a little bit about this track?
Yeah, so is he going to be... I'll go through the... When he goes over the flying lap, I'll probably just give a quick rundown of it. I mean, it's pretty quick. It's one of the quickest circuits on the actual calendar itself. So we're going to see a high average speeds around here as well. It's always good just to keep that flow of speed continually going through around the circuit as well. As we just see Al just trying to heat up his tyres, get some temperature in there to provide maximum grip when going for his flying lap.
Indeed.
There is no sound, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just listening to the stream, so...
Let me see if I can figure that out real quick. While you continue to rattle on board with Alatakir here.
Yep.
Not quite sure.
As he just enters the last corner, so we're on board with Al right now. Goes over the start-finish straight. Turn 1 really sets the tone of the circuit as it's flat-out right-hander of the Abbey. Then it's into the left-hander and down through the gears, braking very hard into turn 3. Then it's left-hander at turn 4, missing the apex slightly, but it doesn't hinder you too much. But you want to carry gives you a chance to carry maximum speed on the exit, and then it's down the Wellington straight. Good chance for overtaking opportunities as well, and the first of our DRS zones. To left-hander of Brooklands. The corners come at you quick here on the right-hander of Luffield. Then we approach what is probably a tiny kink, I guess, of Woodcut, and then it's over the old start-finish straight. And the fast right-hander of Cops. Maybe a tiny lift off the throttle, and then it's the best series of turns in the calendar through turns 10 to 14. Maggots, Beckett's corner as well. Yeah, the corners just come so thick and fast at you here. Then it's down the hanger straight into Stowe down to turn 15, and then a short straight and into the left hander of turn 16 of Club Corner, and then it's the final 2 apexes, the right-hander apexes, and Al has actually, guess what? Commentator's curse.
Violated his lap.
Negate. Yes, of course.
Well,
that
that's
would be
all
the way,
right. That seems to be the way to go around the track the fastest, although Lego Minecraft did not violate his lap. Lego Minecraft sitting up in first right now with a 125.953, followed by his teammate, Jay Ferreira Rocher. With a 126.2. So once again, we're seeing Force India up at the top of the pack early on in qualifying. We've got Fruitful Coot, Raceboy, Perez, Jamie1, Smato coming up behind them in the 126s. Smato touching the 127s. I expect we'll see that time come down. Vish, you went through that commentary as if this was like a home track to you. Oh, wait, I think it is. It's
It is a
about
home track to me.
18 turns of complete chaos. If you are an individual who does not understand the names of the turns, we've got things like the Abbey, Arena, Cops, Maggots, and Beckett's, Hanger Straight, Stowe, Club. I'm going to let Vish call the corners by the corner names, as I'll just be sort of wandering around trying to figure out who's going where. But right now, I do know Alatakir is headed into the pitch trying to get down under that speed limit, and I bet you he's going to put on some new tires here in order to go out there and qualify.
Yeah. So it's looking pretty strong for the Force Indians. I know they had a really good race last week, finishing, I think they got first and second, so maximum points for the Force Indians. So next time run out there and looking really strong this weekend as well. So interesting to see Alatakir, you know, one of the fastest drivers in the actual tier itself. Not set a time yet. Plenty of time left in the session though, 11 minutes. Or just over 11 minutes, so a few people just getting a feel for the track. But yeah, they should have, I think, around, depending on what tyre choices they made, they should have around about 3 sets of soft tyres, a set of mediums, and a set of hards, just to go out and set a pace. So they can afford to lose a bit of time as the Red Bull just cuts up Alatakir, the exits the pit there. Just bear with me. Let's see who else is on the out lap as well.
We've got Raikkonen on an out lap. It looks like Javi Ferreira's also on his out lap. Those are the 3 guys in the top 14, or the 14 that are running right now. Those are the only 3 that have not put up a time of some sort. I imagine these guys, you know, right now they're all running on softs. Nobody debuted mediums. Obviously hard is going to probably not happen unless there's a major collision at the beginning. But other than that, everybody out there on their softs, still sitting behind Lego Minecraft with a 125.953. And those times, they spread from that number 1 time of Lego Minecraft to Smato, who is a 127.888. So quite a wide range of times put out here immediately off the start. Once again, I think as the track rubbers in a little bit and heat gets into the cars and the track, we're going to see these lap times fall a bit more yet.
Yeah, they seem to have a big variance, bigger than what I'd expect. I would expect them to be tightly bunched, but I'm guessing they're just taking it slightly easy, just on the first set of tyres. Trying to put a banker lap in, I guess. Just looking over the table as well, Alatakir is actually in second place with 142 points for the championship. Lego Minecraft had an excellent 2 races and has leaped ahead of him only by 3 points on 145 championship points. So it's looking really good between those 2 drivers, and trust me, there is a little bit of history between them 2, so it makes for great viewing. They don't give an inch to each other, so yeah,
it certainly does. It certainly does lead to great viewing. We've seen some good side-by-side battling so far this season. Once again, this is our Tier 1 class. This is where we expect to see that side-by-side battling, that clean racing, not making a whole bunch of contact, and if you do, it's more racing incident than driver error or mechanical issue, more likely the first of the 2. But yeah, this is our premier group, and to see those points, you know, that close up there at the top, it's definitely going to be an exciting race. Hopefully everybody abides by that cleanliness and the sportsmanship, and they get things done. I know last week was a little bit of a rough and tumble race, if you will, a bunch of contact, a little bit of bumping, some pushing and shoving, and let's hope everybody's buried their differences and are ready to go this week on a new track. Maybe we'll see some new cars, some new setups, but yeah, we'll see what happens, as we are gonna stay with Alatakir here as he's moving through his lap.
Do you really, just to touch on that there, do you really think they're going to bury their differences? These are ultra competitive racers right now, so they remember everything. Every time they've been nudged or barged off the track or just given the elbow, they remember it, and they carry it on to the next race, which I love, because that just means that, you know, it's just a bit more tension and a bit more aggressiveness from these top tier drivers.
So we may see some virtual fists fly. I was browsing the PlayStation store last night, and I saw the new VR boxing match. Maybe we need to set up a little bit of a boxing ring for after the match, so these drivers can beat on each other a little bit more. But let's try to keep the beating off of the track and watch a nice fun race here today, as we see Al Takir, while we were chatting there, jumped up into first place. He's running with a 1:25.867, which bested the Lego Minecraft 1:25.953, and the rest of our field is above the 1:26 mark. So Al Takir jumping up there on pole, just edging that team of Force India. We'll see if the Force Indias are gonna go back at it, as it looks like Lego Minecraft right now is on a flyer. Let's ride along with him for a bit.
Yeah, he's going to be wanting to just come back at Al Takir. Knows he's got a bit more pace. The track always gets greener as well. So yeah.
Well, they always say the track is greener on the other side, right? I mean. Still riding with Lego Minecraft here. Let's see what he puts up.
Let's keep it with him as he just goes through that flat-out right-hander. As you rightly said, Abby. Comparatively slow corner into turn 3 as well, so some
camera angles.
Hit the apex. Some drivers try to take a bit of a slower entry, so yeah, it doesn't cost too much time. It's just each their own, really.
So it looks like we have a newish entry on the grid this week. It's a Calzo 210 who has stepped up to the calling, put in a 1:25.786 to just nip Al Takir's top position and move into first. So Calzo 210 provisional pole.
That is some introduction then. Lego Minecraft is backing out of it. He's actually just invalidated his lap, I imagine. So he's going to have to put on a fresh pair of boots. This will be his last set of softs. Has to make him count. Out to kick going out again. Sees that he's been beaten, thinking can he find some more time, just a tenth slower. So should be able to. I mean, it's going to be for great viewing as well between Cal, Al Takir and Lego right now. I mean, Ferrero Rocher is not too far behind whatsoever. But 3/10 down on pole, not too far off third.
So most of our cars in the pit.
Distance.
We've got Two Spell out on the track right now. Always good to see the wizard at work. Two Spell, Joe just dropped into the pits. We've got Smato on his out lap, but let's keep an eye on Two Spell here, as he seems to be moving through one of his quicker laps. Looks like we've got a pretty good contingency in the chat room today. We've got 20 check-ins already and some chat going on. You guys want to start to drop in who you see as your top 3 racers today, and or if you want to throw out your bets on who will take this qualifying round. Right now, Calzo is in first. We've got Al Takir. We're going to catch up with him on his out lap right now. That is sizing up to be a fun little battle there at the front between the first 5 guys, if you look at the times, really, from Calzo to Raikkonen sitting in 5th. Only about 3/10 separating that whole field just by looking at it. Very interesting start to the race. Once again, everybody's out there on softs. And we're going to take a ride with Alatakir as he prepares for his flyer.
So, for the viewers, what's the predictions for the race? Let's see some of your predictions. Predictions for your top 3 and predictions for the first guy who gets a penalty. Let's do that again.
There you go. First onto the wall of shame will be... Al making sure he's getting a lot of temperature in those tires. Getting ready to come down to those last few turns and start his flying lap here.
So we got Eat the Cookie. Yeah, he's predicting the same grid, the same order.
Calzo, Lego, Ferreira.
Calzo, Lego, Ferrero. So at Alatakir, not in your predictions. Interesting. Raid, we got. I'm guessing Wizard is your first prediction on the Wall of Shame.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Wall of Shame for the Wizard.
Yeah, Wall of Shame. So we got a few different predictions. We've got Al and Lego for the win. So yeah, let's see what ensues.
Very interesting to see Calzo up there at the top. I think we'll probably see Al put down a very quick lap, challenging that. But Calzo, with 119, showing he's on his out lap, so he's going to put in another time. So as soon as Al crosses that start-finish line, guys, I'll get us on board with Calzo so we can see what that competitive lap looks like, as Lego Minecraft now is on his out lap with Jay Ferrer, Rocher, Raikon, Fruitful Coot, Perez, Ghosts, Wizard, and Javi Ferreira. So this track is about to get busy.
Yeah. Alatakir just running a bit wide as he comes through. I forgot what that corner is.
So it feels like Al's out of it. Let's jump on board with Calzo just to see if he can do anything to maybe improve his time. If he catches wind that Al has pulled out, though, he too may pull out. Although Lego Minecraft and Jay Ferrer-Richer have shown in these last 2 weeks, they're definitely contenders for that front row lockout.
Yeah, he wants to put his stamp down on the race. You know, he wants to create an entrance, have a good introduction as well. I mean, what a way to stamp your authority by just turning up to your first race, putting it on pole. But if you can put an even more dominant time up, that's saying something. So let's just stay with him as he goes through those sequences of turns.
Quickly after he crosses Quickly after the start-finish line crossing here by Calzo, we will get on board with Lego and Jay Ferrer-Rocher as they finish up their laps here. So we're going to remain with Calzo as he goes down through these last series of chicanes and turns, and let's see what kind of a time he can put up. Calzo improves his time. He goes to a 125.635. Jumping on board with Lego now. Lego trying to jump in front of Alatakir, who pulled out of his fast lap. So Lego only needing to improve by about 1.5 to 2 tenths. Let's see if he can pull this off.
He wants to try and secure that second place at the very least.
Absolutely, since his teammate... Oh, and he does. Excellent. Excellent. So we're going to have a little bit of a mixed bag here at the front. We've got Calzo sitting in first, Lego Minecraft in second, Alatakir pulls out of his fast lap and will start third. Jay Ferrer-Rocher looks to have locked in fourth. However, Raikon is still... Oh, Raikon has aborted into the pits as well. He looks as if he will sit in fifth. Fruitful Coot will be in sixth. Race Boy likely seventh. Perez eighth. Jamie 1 ninth. Jay Ghosts, my buddy, sitting in 10th. with his teammate, 2spell right there to help him out. We got Smato in 12th. We've got Joe in 13th. And Javi Ferreira closes it out with the time he put up originally, the 127.558 in 14th. So we got about 1 minute left until this timer runs out, and we will move on to our race. Vish, what do you think about the qualifying session there? Did anybody hit it? Calzo, Lego, Ferreira. Well, we got Calzo, Lego, and Alatakir. Jay Ferreira-Shea did come in 4th, so good guess, but you were wrong. Okay, moving on. Enjoying quali. Quali was great.
Yeah, this is going to be... I was going to be who is this guy that's just gone 2/10 quicker than me?
Like, oh my god. All right,
Yeah.
one more time looking at the short qualifying results. Again, Calzo sitting in 1st, Lego in 2nd, Alatakir in 3rd, Jay Ferreira-Shea in 4th, Riken in 5th, Fruitful Coot 6th, Race Boy 7th, Perez 8th, Jamie 1 9th, Jay goes 10th, 2spell is in 11th, Smato 12th, Joe 13th, and Javi pulling up 14th in his Mercedes AMG Petronas Motorsport. Taking a look over here at the race director. Take a quick note as we move through our screens and our race prepares to load.
Okay. I think there's going to be a bit of a... How do you think the start's going to go? Do you think it's going to be clean? Do you think they're going to get a clean getaway?
I hope so. I'm a big fan of clean racing. I know some people like to see the big crashes and the explosions, but personally,
Yeah.
I like some good clean racing, although I do find it hilarious when people wreck each other during the formation lap. We've been harping on that for almost a year now, saying, during the formation lap, let's not crash, let's not, cause any problems. It's embarrassing, but... oh well, nevertheless, we usually get 1 or 2 people manage to wreck themselves out in our formation lap somehow, some way. Other than that, we see a couple check marks starting to filter in on the screen. We see Ghosts and Javi and Fruitful Coot with check marks, and now Lego, 2spell. The rest of the groups are starting to file on to the starting grid, just getting those cars fired up, getting ready to go, except for 2spell, who looks like he's got his suit at his ankles. Not quite what's up there, but okay, he's in the car, and it looks like our formation lap is ready to go.
Yep. How do you think the formation lap's going to go?
I call 2 cars are going to get DQ'd.
I call, just like Eat the Cookie said, I call Calzo to be leading by the end of the formation lap. Well said.
That's a very strong prediction.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I do hope that they keep it, that these quick drivers, Cal, Lego, out, all keep it clean, because I want to see some wheel-to-wheel racing, and they're gonna give it. They're really gonna give as good as they get. So
Steve Brown is calling for 4 disqualifications throughout the race.
What Calzo does, it's gonna be good.
Obviously, Wizard is the favorite for the first wall of shame performance today. A lot of love from Tier 3 Renault to Tier 1 Renault. Aw, that's cute. Blades showing up in the room. Thank you for joining the room, Blades. Good to see you. Dominic, my statistician guy, is in the lobby. Welcome, Dominic. How are you? What do you got for us on possible changes in points or strategies here? And how do you factor, Dominic, specifically into Calzo being on the front of the grid? I believe, I could be wrong, and I'm sure our chat nation will absolutely correct me, but I think this might be his first cause race. And if that is, at least in the Tier 1, and if that is the case, he's quite the showing. Although I do believe he may have miffed the lap here.
I think he might have just, I don't know how he got DQ'd.
Oh my goodness. Come on, noobs. Alright, here we go.
So we got Calzo. He's going to have slightly colder tyres, so he's got to be careful of his start. Wants to get away cleanly. Doesn't want to give Lego Minecraft a whiff of the inside, really. Otherwise, that will force him to go slightly wide and compromise his entry into turn 3. So 4 lights, 5 lights. Quick countdown there.
Yeah, very quick.
And it's stalled.
Go, 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 go!
And we're off. Calvo getting a clean start. Lego Minecraft following right behind him. Altakir leading as well. Calvo just goes a bit wide, forces. And does Lego Minecraft go down the inside? Yes, he does. Lego Minecraft leading into turn 4.
Side to side contact, but everybody's okay.
Yep. Altakir getting sandwiched between J Ferrero Rocher and the Force India. I'm sorry, the and Calzo as well. As we've got Calzo just dropping back 2 places. And it seems to all be happening right now. Just has to keep it together. Has to keep in close touch with the drivers up ahead. Ferrero Rocher just giving Calzo a bit of pressure, making him think twice about his line and defending.
A little bit of dirt flying there in the backpack, but nobody going around, nobody making major contact. I see a couple shakers at the end.
At the moment. Joe's just gone off. Yep. So we got Al all over the back of Lego Minecraft. Lego Minecraft going defensive down into Stowe. Going to compromise his line. Does Al go all the way wide? Yes, he goes all the way wide. Sticks to his line. Even though he goes all the way wide, push it. I'm not sure if that's okay. And then he goes deep into Club. And then Lego Minecraft. And then Calzo said, thank you very much.
Yeah, Calzo jumping back. Back in front for Calzo. Oh, we've got dirt flying everywhere there.
Altakir is just all over the place. He's unyielding. Look, he's just all over the place. And he's gone into Race Boy.
Fruitful Coot giving him a little bit of his own medicine back to him, pushing him out of the way. So Fruitful, I think, not making a bad situation worse. They're just trying to defend his line. So Fruitful Coot not putting up with it. Some damage.
And then Altakir gets bumped again from Raikon. I mean, I do not understand Al's thinking there. He was on the outside, didn't have the racing line. He had Lego Minecraft on the inside, but kept his foot down, went wide, and then ended up compromising and losing 4 to 5 places.
Oh, we've got Ferrero Rocher wrecked off track.
After Cop's corner. So not sure what's happening there. We've got Jamie1S and Toothspell battling it out on Hanger Straight. It's all going on here right now. And we've got J-Ghost going attacking on Altakir. Altakir's just got some wing damage. Rightly so. I think he's touched nearly every single car right now.
Indeed, Al is falling quickly
into the pits,
down the board into the pits. Let's take a look at so much action going on right there, right now. Let's jump on board with Jamie1. We'll be following along some of this mid-pack activity as we see Jamie1 and Toothspell going at it pretty hard.
Yeah, Al just lost his cool there, so it's jeopardized his race. Hopefully something comes of it and he can make up some positions, but seems to have just, you know, forgot his racecraft. Sometimes better to let a position go and come back at him later than to try so hard to battle out for it straight away.
Oh, the wise words of Vish.
As we've got a train going round Luffield or the grandstand, we've got Smedo on the inside of Javi Ferreira going down the old start finish straight. Makes a move stick as they come through the series of turns.
Yep, some nice friendly racing back here. It seems to have spaced out a little bit within our pack. Jamie1 and 2Spell obviously still very close together. A little bit of a gap between Raikon and Jay Ghost, who's 3.3 seconds behind Raikon. And then Alatakir is back out onto the track, and he's running about 33.9 seconds behind Joe, who's in 11th place. So let's watch that time interval very carefully as Calzo puts up another fast lap with a 129.995, opening up that gap to about 1.5 seconds over Lego Minecraft.
Yep. Altair just got to keep his head down, keep up the times. We saw Ricky last season in Tier 2 having to pit around lap 5. Obviously Al had to pit at lap 3. He made it to the end and he did get some points finished. So Al has got a chance of points right now if he just keeps his laps clean and consistent, as he won't be battling anyone and just putting in those lap times. It will just be trying to manage those tyres as best he can while keeping up the pace as well. Calzo just looking so quick and smooth around the whole track. Lego Minecraft struggling to keep pace, losing about a 10th every sector. That makes a bit of time up there as well. Raceboy on the getting to the back of Lego Minecraft. Does he have DRS? Yes, he does. That is too far behind. We've got Raikon on the back of Fruitful, challenging 4th position. Fruitful goes defensive. Gonna push Raikon wide. Raikon tries to go for the cutback. Can he make it and stick? No, then now he's on the outside of Club Corner. Fruitful goes a bit too deep. Compromises his line.
That is perfect way to defend that line, though. That is a great defensive line.
Really, yeah, rightly said, Kelly. That is a right line. Does compromise it, but obviously it's not an over-top taking opportunity down on the old start finish straight unless you're really aggressive.
Now, very interesting. Raceboy picked up the 3-second penalty, so I think Raceboy might be the first one to jump up there on the wall of shame. For those of you that are betting in the chat room on Wall of Shame, we're gonna continue along here watching Fruitful Coot and Raceboy go at it. Or rather, I'm on Fruitful Coot. We've got Raikon all over Fruitful Coot now.
Yeah.
Am I calling that right?
Yeah, you're right. So we've got Raikon all over.
Weird.
Yeah.
Fruitful Coot fell way back from Raceboy.
Yeah, it's falling off. I think it's because he's having to constantly defend from Raikon.
We're going to take a look at Jamie1. There's all kinds of chaos going on down here. We've got Javi off the track, back onto the track. Jamie1 manages to maintain. Everybody stays together, but
if you go on top of Smarto quickly, you'll see all the action. Smarto Smado.
We've got 5 cars here.
Goes down the inside of Jamie1S, makes that move stick.
Indeed.
Look at that move. We've got it on perfectly on camera as well.
So Jamie1 jumps into the pits there. He picks up a 5-second stop and go for speeding into the pit lane. Makes you wonder, did he mean to do it, or did he just kind of get exited there?
He's probably just trying to gain every bit of time he can, but it didn't pay off there. Time can be made on pit entry.
So watching Javi put the heat on Jay Ghosts in the McLaren. We'll try to keep our eye on the intervals there with Lego and Raceboy and Raikon and Fruitful Coot. Maybe we'll jump up real quick and check in on that. We've just got action everywhere. We're trying to bring you the best, so at that point we got to stay with the leaders. Let's take a look at what Raceboy is doing with Lego.
Yeah, look at Raikon on Fruitful. I think that might be closer. I think Raceboy might be too far behind for Lego. You need to be a bit closer than that. I think Raikon got a good chance here. He's a bit more closer than what Raceboy is to Lego, so see what he can do. Maybe he tries to feint a different move. Yeah, he's going to go for it. He's going to go for it. I think Fruitful just left the door open, if anything.
Seemingly, we've also got action going on a little further down the way between Jay Ghosts and Javi. Jay Ghosts and Javi side by side right here on your screen.
Javi flying through the pack, making up good time and progressing through the field.
Yeah, we've got Smato in there as well. So this 3-car battle's going on. While we still have Fruitful Coot making moves on Raikon. We're going to watch that interval, and if that gets down to about 1 or 2 tenths, we'll jump up there. But here we see a move by Smato does not work out. He goes around, and Smato is now trying to regain his bearings as he managed to make some contact here with, it looks like, Jay Ghosts.
Okay.
Jumping back up there with Raceboy and Fruitful Coot and Raikon.
Yeah, so Fruitful Coot just keeping in touch with Raikon. And also just to mention, guys, he just loses it. Ooh, just grips the car back. Nearly spins it and loses control. You just caught that. What a catch by Fruitful Coot. Could have ended badly and ended up like Jay Ferrero-Rocher, who I'm sure is still annoyed about losing the car into turn, Cop's corner, sorry.
Most likely he is. We're now going to jump with Raceboy, who is starting to get a little bit closer to Lego Minecraft, a half a second separating them. Other than down there with F1 Perez, let me jump down there real quick and take a look at what Perez is doing as he is running very close to Joe. We get to get a little bit of the Alpha on Haas action here as these two battle it out. We'll continue to watch that interval with Raceboy, and if we need to jump up there, we absolutely will.
Yeah. So we've got Al, who's on 4-lap old mediums. We've got Joe, who's in the pits on fresh mediums. We've got Perez on 4-lap old mediums as well. So he had an incident on the same lap Al did, which was around about lap 3. Jamie 1S pitted the lap just prior, and he's on a lap old medium. So we've got a few pit stops coming in. We should normally see pit stops around about between lap 9 to 11, depending on each person's setup, depending on the tyre wear. So around about lap 9 to 11 is the pit stop window, usually. So let's see what happens as Jay Ghost goes into the pits and comes out on the fresh set of mediums. We have got Joe on the back of Perez. I think that's the only thing going on right now on track. Yeah, Joe on the back of Perez, and then Jamie 1S and Jay Ghosts.
Yes, watching the times as they are cycling through pits. Joe is the quickest. Maybe we'll jump down real quick with Jamie 1 and see what he's going to do.
As we got Fruitful Coot of the top 5, the first to pit. Now, I've been told the undercut is pretty powerful here, so let's see what times he can put in. Has to make these lap counts and get ahead of Raikon, who was harassing him. So has to go into like full rich fuel mix, put that ERS up to hot lap, and try and push for your out lap as much as you can. Make these tyres count while they're fresh.
Jamie 1 and Jay Ghosts
to heat up as well.
Jamie 1 and Jay Ghosts trading positions back here in 12th and 13th. They're having a good time. They are on fresher mediums. Ghosts is 1 lap old. Of course, Jamie 1's is 3 laps old. But that is the closest interval on the track right now. Although Raceboy looks to be getting ready to make a move on Minecraft. This should be very interesting as they're both on 8-lap old soft compounds. And we see Raceboy dive into the pits as Lego Minecraft continues on the track. So Raceboy, maybe he's looking to get a little bit of undercut here on Lego Minecraft. And interestingly, we've got Calzo out in the lead again. He's got about a 1.8 second gap over Lego Minecraft. Raceboy falls down into 4th while he's in the pits. And we have a little bit of action at the back. We're going to go and once again take a look at Jay Ghosts and see what's happening back here.
If you just go to detail quickly, Kelly, and just put on tyres, just so everyone's getting familiar with, because the pit stops are happening right now. So just for a question for one of the viewers, Al is currently on medium tyres, 6-lap old medium tyres. He had an incident around about end of lap 3, beginning of lap 3, so he pitted around about lap 3 to 4. So he is on those old mediums, and he's going to be going towards the end on these tyres. So yeah,
Jay Goats picks up a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings being ignored. Way to go, buddy. F1 Perez and Al Takir are the only two on the track that look to be under 1 second between them. A little bit of shuffle there between Smato and Raikkonen. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I saw that momentarily blip up. But right now
we've got Al Takir on the back of Two-Spell right now, trying to attack down. And he nudges off,
my
and
goodness.
He spins out.
Oh no!
What?
Perez hits him as well. So Perez is going to take on some major nose damage, I believe. He T-boned Al at pretty much full speed coming through that turn. So it'll be interesting to see which car picked up damage. But F1 Perez, actually, let's go take a look at him. He's got some minor damage, but nothing that you would actually, really expect from taking a straight-on shot like that. We've got more movement. We've now got Smato in the pits as he moves from 4th down to 5th. Raikkonen's in the pit. My goodness, Al Takir just completely... he went for it. I didn't think it was a bad maneuver when he went for it, but it just didn't work out.
Raceboy has 9 seconds worth of penalties for those asking.
Wow.
But I think but Al did not have his car even halfway alongside Two-Spell. So Two-Spell had that corner. And look, Al Takir has just retired from the race. He knows he's lost it. It was too aggressive from Al, I'm afraid. Trying to make up those places. And trying to overtake where it's too risky to overtake. I mean, you're overtaking in positions where you're expecting the car in front to yield, and these drivers are not just going to yield and give you the place, and you don't rightfully. I mean, you should have your car to have the right of way. You should have your car at least halfway. Half your length of your car should be next to theirs. But it was only his front wing was side by side next to his the rear of Two-Spell's car, because Al's front tyre, front left, hit Two-Spell's rear right as they turned.
Very, very interesting circumstances, very crazy shenanigans on track. Interesting to see Al, break concentration like that. We've seen him be so dominant so many times before. But it just shows you that, the frustration can get to you at times. Javi picks up another 3-second time penalty, speaking of frustration. But I'm not quite sure how that's going to help him out, as he is trailing Joe by about 1.3 seconds, and Joe's 11 behind Fruitful Coot. So who knows, maybe penalties can come into play. The outlier today, by far, is our new guy, Calzo 210, who continues to lead throughout the whole craziness of passing and chaos on track. He managed to get in and out of the pits smooth and quick, retain his lead, and he is now on 1 lap old mediums, being pursued by Lego Minecraft, who's also being chased down right now by Raceboy. This is the action spot on the track, except for Jamie 1 down there with Jay Ghosts, but I don't see much coming of that at this moment. Of course, that will all change now that I said it. And Lego, one of our very clean driver, picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yeah, not sure what happened to Raikkonen either. He was on the back before those pit stops. He overtook Fruitful. But seems to have had an incident and dropped all the way down to 11th. allowing Fuchs to go back up into fourth place. But we got Lego Minecraft just closing in on Calzo. Calzo not looking too comfortable on these medium tyres. Lego Minecraft feeling a bit more so.
Yeah, very interesting. I'm taking a look at Jamie 1 with J Ghosts right now. Of course, this is 7-lap old mediums against 2-lap old mediums, and Jamie 1's just going to put the move on him there. J Ghosts didn't put up a whole lot of a battle. I think that was just professional courtesy coming into play there after a bit of chaos here in this race. Lego Minecraft, you are correct. He's got that down to half a second now with Calzo. So we're going to keep trained on Lego as he begins to reel in Calzo.
Yeah, so just to quickly correct you there, J Ghost is on 5-lap old mediums and Jamie 1 is on 7 laps. I think the difference you were saying,
correct.
I think 2 came into your head because the difference between those two, just to let the viewers know that.
Stop being a dick.
They seem to be side by side.
Just kidding. I can say that.
Yeah.
Fire me.
I know you can say that. It's your
last
day, unfortunately. But we have got Lego Minecraft just creeping up all over Calzo, so we should have a battle for first position. We expected Calzo just to run away with this, really. He was keeping a consistent 1.5 to 2 second gap leading into the pit stop phases, the first stint, sorry, and yeah, not looking too comfortable. Lego Minecraft just using that slipstream to his advantage and getting that toe. This allows him to escape or evade Raceboy and his DRS and his attack. Because as you know, when you're trying to defend all the time, or when you've got someone all over the back of you, you're having to be wary and just, you know, sometimes just having to think about your racing line. Will someone dive bomb me, or will someone do anything? So all these second guessing can slow you down at times, as opposed to having a clear track ahead of you, or when you're attacking someone.
Continuing to watch this battle here with Calzo and Lego Minecraft. We've got some other action in the field tightening up, but we do not want to miss any action whatsoever as we are 15 laps into the British Grand Prix here on COS F1. Lap 15 of 26.
And just to let everyone know, Calzo has only got 2 penalties at the moment. He hasn't, so one more corner cut and he will get a penalty. Lego Minecraft is already on a penalty, and I think, just double checking. Yep, so Lego Minecraft is already on a penalty. I think if he's allowed 2 more corner cuts before he gets a second.
Once again, playing penalty roulette is a very dangerous game here. While some drivers are known to get penalties, others are known not to, and it would be very interesting. Dominic is reporting in that
Lego Minecraft trying to go down the inside of Calzo, and he does make that move down into Stowe.
Oh, he does, absolutely.
Calzo
beautiful.
Is on the. Does he try to attack down the inside? Yes, he stays down the inside. They're giving a bit of respect to each other, not going too aggressive, but trying to fight for the position. Lego Minecraft makes a move stick. Stays in first, leading into this corner. These two are racing against each other for the first time, I imagine. So, not to upset anyone, as Calzo just tries to feint and dive bomb, but thinks better of it. No, he just knows he has to stay with him.
Indeed, he's got the penalty advantage right now.
Yeah. And Lego Minecraft goes defensive. He makes his move. Goes on the outside, Lego Minecraft, but Calvo goes down the inside. This is going to be excellent racing. Hopefully they can just keep it on the track and not get too dirty, because it's been clean so far. We want to see some good racing between these two. Calvo just leading in when going into the final sector.
So I just got a note note handed to me from my assistant here. Our field reporter Dominic is down in the pits, and he tried to get an interview with Al, but he said that all Al did was keep his visor down and walk right on by. So no interview from Al, it seems, for Dominic today. Dominic, thank you for checking in from pit lane. We do appreciate it.
Yeah, when a driver keeps his visor down, he doesn't want to talk to anybody. No one exists to him. He just wants to get back to his motorhome. And, yep, forget it.
Take the helmet off and throw it across the room.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
as Calzo keeps pressure on Lego Minecraft.
Indeed, the pressure is definitely on from Calzo.
Just to let you know, guys, you can check if someone's got a penalty or not just by asking for more driver information, as Calzo goes down the inside and attacks down the Wellington straight. Goes a bit wide, and Lego Minecraft just dummies. Goes right, feints left. Nope. As he goes down for the cutback, does he do that? Yes. Oh, no.
A little bit of contact. It's okay. I didn't see a whole lot of carbon fiber flying, but let's see if the tempers come into play here.
Yep. Keep it clean, guys, because if we want some good viewing, you don't want to just go out there and, but they are going to see red, and we've got Raceboy in the mix.
And Raceboy showed up.
Capitalizing on the fact that these two are just slowing each other down. Raceboy was 2 seconds adrift from this leading pack, but has managed to just catch up with them because of these two being so defensive. Raceboy goes down the outside of Lego Minecraft. Does he make the move stick? Yes, he does.
Wow.
It looks like it. And Lego Minecraft
no! Lego loses it. He spins. He doesn't have any contact. He's off the track right now. Let's see if Lego can get safely back onto the track. It looks like he's going to back it up, and he may head down pit row if he can. Yes, Lego spins it, heads into the pits. Now that doesn't give up the battle happening at the front with Calzo, which is still going on with him and Raceboy. This should be very interesting. I don't think that there was contact involved there at all. I think Lego Minecraft just overdrove it.
I think it's that ghost contact where when you flick left or right as Calzo tries to make the pass down the outside of Brooklyn's, doesn't make it stick, Raceboy goes defensive. But I think it's it's like the ghost wing effect where you slide across the back of someone, and even though you haven't touched them, they spin out. I've seen it happen time and time again in online racing. As Calzo goes tries to go around the outside. No, Raceboy says, no, thank you. You're not having that. Wait until you get into DRS zone. Has to have a good exit, Raceboy, if you want to make it count.
Let's see how slow these guys get. Fruitful Coot is 7.5 seconds behind. I know that sounds like a lot, but we just watched a 2-second gap virtually close up and go away with Raceboy. So it's about 7.7 seconds. Let's see if these two battling can bring Fruitful Coot up here into contention. If Fruitful stays clean, he's got a good opportunity for a podium finish here. We are on lap 18 of 26 in the COS F1 British Grand Prix.
Yep. By the way, Raceboy has got 9 seconds worth of penalties right now. Calzo just picks up his first 3-second penalty and he takes the lead. I just missed that, trying to catch up with the notes. So everyone's loving the race at the moment. It's proving for some good viewing. Shame that Lego Minecraft has had to drop all the way back down. But hopefully we're doing a good job commentating for you guys.
We're trying.
And it is, just want to say, it's been amazing. I haven't actually prepared this. I don't know why I'm saying this right now, but it's been amazing commentating with Callie. He's actually moving on to greater pastures. Got a new job, making some big money down in San Francisco. So he's not going to be with us for the future. But I did say, if you ever have a day off on Wednesdays or finish early, please jump into commentating booth and commentate with me like old times. But it's been a pleasure to be commentating with you, Callie, man. I've loved it.
Thank you, Vish. Thank you. Same back to you. I've thoroughly enjoyed this. What started out as a silly idea and a bunch of hamsters on an internet connection turned into you know, a really good relationship between you and I, and really getting to know the rest of these guys in the chat room. Thank you very much. You guys have been terrific as well. So thank you very much for those words, and I will definitely be staying in touch, watching the races, that's for sure, as I myself has become quite a fan of the COS F1 League and its various tiers. So thank you very much, Vish. I do appreciate those kind words. Continuing to watch the battle with Calzo and Raceboy. Things have calmed down here as Calzo seems to have settled in at a nice half-second pillow, while Jay Ghosts, we're going to drop down to real quick, is harassing Jamie1. Side-by-side racing right here. Jamie1 manages to make that move. Go ahead, Vish, sorry.
Yep, you're right there. Lego Minecraft just puts in the fastest time as well, so he needs to get to the top 10 to make that extra point count. But yeah, we've got some good battles from Jamie1S and Ghost itself, and then we've got the three ahead of Two Spell, Javi and Joe, just all bunched up together. They're going to slow each other down, and they're going to allow Jamie and Ghost. Hopefully Jamie1 and Jay Ghost can just stay in line and not overtake each other or harass each other too much, just so they can catch the pack up of Two Spell, Javi and Joe, because then they could be looking at a fourth spot, and we've got 5 cars fighting for fourth spot, which would be interesting as well. Raceboy, let's see where he's at. He's just losing the back of Calzo.
Speaking of Javi and Raceboy, I'm sorry, Javi and Two Spell, they just traded places, as now we have a little bit of a battle forming here in the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th area. This has been a very contentious part of the pack today, if you will, because you've got Joe sitting about 17 seconds behind those leaders, and you've got Two Spell, Javi, Jamie, Ghosts all stacking up right behind him. And Ghosts is not going to be patient back there. Neither is Jamie. They're definitely going to try to get up there, score as many points as they can. Of course, Ghosts needs to be a little bit more conscious. He's got a teammate up there in front of him, so he wants to get up there, and he doesn't want to harass his teammate, make sure that they score maximum points. F1 Perez picks up another 3-second penalty as we continue to watch Jay Ghosts closing in on Jamie1.
Yeah, fantastically said there as well. So, yep, as we predicted, they've caught the back of Javi, Two Spell, and Joe. So, yep, and then there's only 6 lap inclusive of this one left, really, of racing. So, Lego Minecraft gonna have a tough time getting any points, really, as you got Raikkonen so far, quite far ahead of him, as we've got positions changing between Jamie1S, Joe and Two Spell. Oh my god, Joe and Two Spell just...
Oh my, somebody was off. Joe hit the wall.
Yeah, Joe is off. He got tangled with Two Spell. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh yeah, well, we were in broadcast mode on Javi, and so we managed to catch the car spinning off to the side of the track and hitting the wall. But still riding along with Javi right now. We're going to sit with Jamie if we can. Trying. Side-by-side action with Jamie1 again.
So, we've got one of the 5 cars wrecked between people fighting for 4th, but we've got 4 cars now. Hopefully they can keep it clean. As I'm running aboard with Jay Ghost as he tries to go down the inside of Jamie1S, and he goes down the inside again, does the cutback, pushes Jamie1S slightly wide, but sticks to his line, doesn't get too aggressive. Has he got Jamie1S on the outside of him? Yes, he has, but then Jay Ghost compromises his line, having to take a shallow line into Cops, but makes it stick so far, and has the DRS on Javi Ferreira. Okay, so I think this is where the race is at. I'm just going to quickly look ahead. Yep, Calzo has dropped Raceboy. Raceboy cannot keep up with Calzo. Really good job there from Calzo in his opening race. As we've got Two-Spell, Xavi and Jago still battling out. Jamie1 S seems to have just lost it slightly. Not too sure what happened there, but we've got three side...
Yeah, it's
wing,
easy.
Front wing to rear wing, yeah. It's just like top to tail, really. And Two-Spell goes defensive, compromising his line again. Then Xavi goes a bit wide as well, but defends the inside of Luffield. As we've got a packed grandstand here at Silverstone. Jamie1 S seems to have just lost the pack now. No doubt he'll catch him back up if these guys slow each other down, which I don't seem to be doing at the moment. But Jay goes all over the back of Xavi. Not a good idea to attack down into Maggots and Beckett's. You end up risking smashing someone off and ruining your own race itself. So best to hold tight for DRS zone. The problem is Xavi has a DRS from Two-Spell, but Jay goes down the outside of Xavi forever. Xavi Ferrer keeps it clean, sticks to the inside. Jay goes just loses it on the exit of Stowe corner, clips the curb, loses a bit of traction, which in turn loses time and loses the back of Xavi Ferrer ever so slightly. Xavi Ferrer needs to make the fact that he has opened up a slight gap from him and Jay Ghost from Jay Ghost's mistake. Just try and capitalise that and attack Two-Spell, just so he doesn't have to watch over his shoulder. Thank you, eat the cookie. Callie, what are you making of today's race?
I'm enjoying it. We're sitting here watching this battle with Jay Ghost, and I'm wondering, you know, if we could see Two-Spell potentially slow Xavi down enough to get Jay Ghost up there, because according to our statistician, a 4-5 position for McLaren would be big points for that team.
Yep, rightly said. It would be a big points haul for McLaren. They haven't had too many good finishes as of late, so this could be a big points haul. Let's see what unfolds. As Jay Ghost is all over the back of Jay Ferreira, but he does go defensive again, and defending that inside line. Goes a bit wide, but stays on the inside. Xavi Ferreira just has to... And he defends the inside again as Jay Ghost goes completely wide, compromises the line completely. Has to try and be patient. This is going to be the final lap of the Grand Prix.
Grand Prix. Grand Prix.
Grand
You say it so
Prix.
nicely. Grand Prix.
Thank you.
All right. Jay Ghost's Jamie1, only 2 drivers right now, including, yeah, easy for me to say. So 5, 6, 7, all under half a second apart. But our leader, let's jump up there and talk about him, get him some screen time. Calzo 210 started on the pole and then drove away at what I believe is his first Cause F1 Tier 1 race.
Yeah, as we see him come over the start. Does he? Is it? No. Okay, no. Now it's the final lap. He's begun. Sorry. My thing was playing tricks on me. I thought it was the final lap. But yeah, he's done a fantastic job. He lost 2. He dropped down to 3rd, made it count though. Came back at Al and Lego in the first lap, as Lego and Al kept each other held up. I mean, Al and Lego have got some history. You know, there is unsettled history. As Lego Minecraft makes it into the top 10. as a result of Joe dropping out and crashing with 2 spells. So he'll get that fastest lap and that extra point, which always makes it count, really.
While we were chatting there, buddy, Javi and Jay Ghosts traded positions. So 2 spell and Jay Ghosts. Now the McLaren's in 4th and 5th, and Javi falls down into 6th.
Yeah. As Callie, you've got a non-negotiable offer waiting for you from Dominic. Don't know if you want to read that out. And I agree. I don't think it's non-negotiable.
We'll see how that works out.
Oh my God, you're gonna be missed.
If not, maybe what I'll do is I'll sing it and record it, and you guys can just play back the recording. As we're gonna jump back on, we're gonna change the subject. We're gonna jump back on board with Calzo, as I believe now he finishes the first place. Race. Let's see how the penalty roulette plays out. I think Calzo's pretty safe up there with a 10-second gap over Race Boy. I think we're going to see a little bit of shuffling further down into the pack. But provisionally, the way it sits, we've got Calzo sitting in first, Race Boy in second, Fruitful Coot in third, 2 Spell. We're still waiting to come across the start-finish line.
Sorry to interrupt there. He's actually jumped into 7th place from 10th because of all the penalties. So it wasn't too bad. It could have been a lot worse. He's stuck in there. He was in 11th, and he's got I don't know how many points you get for 7th place, but he's got that additional 1 point for fastest lap as well.
Oh, and Jay Ghosts falls back down into 6th on penalties. Javi manages to jump up to 5th. So it will be a 4-6 split for McLaren today. Everybody else, you've got the Toro Rosso team up there. Looks like they're going to pick up some points with a 2nd and a 9th. Jamie 1, Smato, and as you said, Lego Minecraft picking up some points as well. All of them singly for their team, as the only major teams we see up there today are McLaren and Toro Rosso. So let's,
do you think...
I don't know, I gotta see if I can get a hold of this guy.
Yeah, do you think you can get just, quick interviews? Just,
let me see who I can get.
1 minute, 2 minute. Yeah. So we're trying to get some interviews, guys, going for you, because it was requested last week, and it is Kelly's final race. So, yeah, it would be nice to just have a quick chat.
All right, so quickly taking a look at our finishing results. We've got Calzo in first, Race Boy in second, Fruitful Coot jumps up to third, 2 Spell in fourth, Javi in 5th, Jay goes 6th, Lego Minecraft in 7th, Smato 8th, Raikon in 9th, Jamie 1S in 10th, F1 Perez 11th, Joe is in 12th, Alatakir finishing in 13th, and Jay Ferreira Shea ends in 14th. So let's see real quick if I can get any of these guys.
Of behind Lego Minecraft.
Let me go out here real quick and see if I can get some people brought in. 1 moment, please. Yeah, I got Calzo coming. I've got Fruitful Coot invited. I got Race Boy. We've got Fruitful in the room. Hello, Fruitful. How are you? Right on, right on. Calzo, Race Boy. Excellent. We've got the top 3 in the room. Let me jump back into the broadcast real quick. All right, as we are back real quick for some post-race interview, we've got a couple drivers in the room. We've got Fruitful Coot, we've got Calzo, Race Boy. I'm not quite sure if Lego has joined yet or not.
I suggested him, so you can just see if you can...
Not a problem. Who is that? Yeah, I invited him already. Let's see. So let's go back on the air here. All right. We are back after getting all of our invites out there by popular demand. We are doing post-race interviews. We've got the top 3 here right now. Congratulations, guys. Great race. A lot of action up there at the front of the pack. I'm sure Vish has some better questions than I do, but congratulations. Good job. And Calzo, your first race here, I believe it cost F1 Tier 1, stepping up, taking the pole, then taking the win. How does that feel?
Yeah, it feels good. My first win in a league this season. I've not been so lucky in other leagues, but yeah, it feels good.
Very nice, very nice.
So what did you make of the first bit of the first stage of the race itself, really? Because I know you dropped 2 positions and you just saw Al and, well, Lego Minecraft just battling it out.
Actually, get a little gap to them so I won't hit them back on the brakes, and then both of them go side by side through the last corner and open an absolute massive door for me. And I was either go through it or slow down and get shunted from the rear. So I went for it, and I don't know what happened to anyone else I was side by side with. I was just trying to turn in really hard so I didn't hit anyone.
Yeah. By the way, Kelly, I've invited Al as well, if you want to invite him in. Also, guys, can you just quickly go, if you go to the party screen and just...
Yeah, I went in and I made sure that I shared mine as well. So people should be hearing us again. We can try to pick up the pieces where we fell apart there, but I think we've got audio working now. And we just got a nice little explanation by Calzo of what it was like to show up his first time and win a race. I mean, wow. What a way to make an impression.
Yeah, well done. And then we got Fruitful. You managed to capitalize on some of the chaos that was happening up ahead of you. So tell us about it from your perspective. Because I know you had a bit of grief from Raikkonen as well, but I'm not too sure what happened when he exited the pit. So I'm guessing that was a bit of a relief.
Yeah, and to be honest, I was just enjoying life. I was like 9 seconds behind and 20 seconds in front at some point. So yeah, I just saw Lego spinning, L spinning, I believe, and I was just
No,
driving my own race.
sorry, Fruitful. He didn't spin. Actually, Calzo netcoded him.
Okay, okay, yeah, I don't know. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it was that ghost thing, the ghost wing, where you just go from
Oh
left
yeah,
and right, but you know, it's not purposely done, but when you're trying to like feint from
yeah,
left to
I'm
right,
lucky.
and then you end up clipping the rear diffuser for some reason. I don't know why it does that. I don't know why they haven't patched it, but yep.
Okay, yeah, I'm lucky.
Yeah. So Cal, you got any more questions or?
Race Boy, it sorted out pretty good for you overall. A lot of good battling, a lot of nice racing from you, a lot of side-by-side action. You managed to keep it clean most of the race too. Congratulations on that. Anything you want
with
to?
9 seconds penalty. Only
Well,
that problem was a little bit not clean. But
yeah, but I mean, we've come to prepare for the penalty roulette at the end of the day, if you will.
yeah.
But good to
It
see you
was
up there.
surprising. It was surprising that in one moment Kelso and Lego were battling, and before Megas and Beckets, I turned out being first. That was a little bit tense, but for the rest, I only was busy with Fruitvale to keep the gap on 9 seconds, and fortunately, it went a tenth enough.
I mean,
Perfect.
Yeah.
at that one point you had about 2 seconds, I believe, and you managed to just make that up and jump up in between. I think you jumped into between the McLarens there. That was a real thrill to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good.
It was pretty exciting tonight.
Yeah, it was a good race. It was a good race to commentate on. Al and Lego, could you just double check that you got your voice allowed to be shared as well, just in case? I know you just entered the thing.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Chat. But
I'm
yeah,
checking now.
I think it's
Yeah,
on
it
the
is
party
allowed.
things. Yeah, so Al, you had one of the quickest drivers in the actual tier, along with Lego, and seems to be what Cal as well now. So it's like, I mean, tell us it from your perspective, because you seem to be having a bit of a nightmare. Do you think you may have been overly aggressive at times, or what? Tell us it from your point of view.
Well, I don't know how to say it that it doesn't sound rude, but
I just say it. Nobody cares.
As best you
he
can, yeah.
actually drove like a bloke.
Well, maybe not
Okay.
that blank, but okay.
First of all, he killed me. He crashed me against Lego, and then he goes crashes Lego's win and net codes Lego. So
Oh, okay.
great job on killing both championship contenders, mate. Great way to start. Amazing.
I don't think it may have been done intentionally, but I can understand your frustration there as well.
Well,
Um,
actually, if I enter a new league,
Yeah.
I try to race clean. I don't try to kill both championship contenders on the first race.
yeah.
I don't
don't
think
know,
it's
have you
rocket science, mate.
Have you got anything to say to that, Calzo?
I'm not bothered. I can take it to the stewards.
Oh, okay, yeah, leave it to the stewards. I imagine that, yeah.
That's probably the best way to go about doing it until I get the VR boxing ring in place. So after the race, you guys can jump into the boxing ring and sweat it out. But
Yeah, I mean, Al, what did you make of your incident with Two Spell, though? Do you think that may have been
Totally my fault. Totally my fault.
Yeah.
I assumed the penalty in there because I was just fuming and I just went for an
Yeah.
impossible move. So
Down to cops,
ca-
yeah, because
I can-
you're trying to make
I
up
can
the
just say
positions, I
sorry.
know. Yeah.
I can just say sorry and admit the penalty because that was my fault. 100% for sure.
Yeah, very well done. I mean, at least you can
sorry.
see where you went wrong there, yeah. I mean, Lego, I don't know if you can hear us. Are you there? Or
Yeah, I'm here.
yeah, I mean, do you want to tell us your race from your perspective? Because I know you're probably a bit frustrated. You were looking really, really sharp on those medium compound tyres coming back at Calzo as well. I thought you could be within for the win of the race as well. So, I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, the first didn't exactly go as planned. Obviously, my teammate putting it in the wall after the first couple of laps didn't help. So, immediately I was sort of like, oh, okay, so now instead of having a car DRSing the car in front, I've now got to try and close that gap. Unfortunately, I couldn't. And to be fair to, Calzo jumping straight in and, having the composure he did, fair play to him. And then he managed to pull the gap. And like you say, on the mediums, I just felt so much better with the car. I don't know what it was. It just felt so much grippier for some reason. I'm not sure why, but and then
yeah.
obviously the unfortunate coming together. So, but like you said before, we'll leave it to the stewards to determine that one.
Because I know the first stint on the soft tyres, you were keeping the gap between around about 1.5 seconds to 2 seconds. It was around about that time all the for the whole of the first stint really, and then when it came to the medium tyres, you just closed it right back up. And it's a shame what happened with the netcode. It's obviously I don't know how it works, but yeah, you guys know more than me really on that side of things. But I don't know if it wasn't. I don't doubt it was intentional, but. Yeah, one of those things really. It's unfortunate, but really do appreciate you guys coming into the chat because it's been interesting to have, for the first time, some of the fastest drivers in the league actually talk out their race really, and it's been really good. We
Indeed.
do appreciate that.
Indeed. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Thank you all very much. And until next week, this is once again COS F1 Online Formula One Racing.